Hello everybody. Okay, I'd like to talk to you today about conflict and how we can find peace and how we handle ourselves when we're in conflict. And I'll also be talking about pride and what we do with pride when we're in conflict. Okay, so I drew a card for this question and I got the Nine of Batons. There it is. So, when you look at the card, you find there are 9 batons, but the man has emerged from the batons behind him, and there are only 8 batons left, and he's holding a baton in the hand, and he looks pretty worn and beaten up. Now, how does this relate to conflict and pride? Well, I think that when we're in conflict, we can imagine this man at some point was completely behind all the batons, and he was kind of maybe hiding behind the batons, and he locked himself behind a barricade of batons. Isn't this what we do when we're in conflict? We lock ourselves in a fort of some kind. We say, okay, I have a good upbringing, I have knowledge, I'm a good person, and we somehow lock ourselves behind that notion. And the question is, we may have good upbringing and knowledge, but do we actually use that knowledge, or do we just hide behind the thought that I'm good and I'm intelligent and I'm well brought up, but you don't really do anything with all those attributes and virtues? So maybe the man emerging from the 8 batons, he looks like he's going on a journey. So maybe he's decided to take what he has, his good upbringing and knowledge, that's the 1 baton in his hand, and go on a journey and actually start practicing what he preaches, instead of just hiding behind, I'm right, and they're wrong, and instead of using your principles to kind of solve the situation, instead what you do is you hide behind the notion that you're good, but you're not really using any of your principles to fix the problem. Okay, so that's pride. And the man emerging from the batons looks like he's getting ready to employ and put into practice what he's learned, and not just say, well, yes, I'm good, and I'm going to be okay. I don't need to do anything. So let's not lock ourselves behind what we think we have or what we have, and not actually putting into practice what we have. Okay, so that's my thought for the day on conflict and pride. Let me know what you think in the comments and questions below. Okay, cheers.